Hello. Tommy Norris may have his hands full with the many perilous aspects of his job, but the women in his life must find ways to keep themselves entertained in the most recent episode of Landman. After Cooper is released from the hospital, Angela and Ainsley decide to visit an old folks' home to liven up the place for fun before Mom swindles a few pool sharks at the saloon. However, their lives are not all footloose and fancy-free. Ainsley is still trying to feel at home, although in the arms of a star football player, an unintentional nod to her on-screen mother's previous position in Varsity Blues. Even Angela is upset that Ainsley is out late with her new boyfriend, and Tommy is irritated because he discovered them in the middle of a hookup. But is there a future with this person, and will Ainsley ever be happy in Texas? TV Insider spoke with actress Michelle Randolph to better grasp Ainsley Norris' point of view and what comes next for the wild child character. What is it about Ainsley that makes her willing to move to Texas? Michelle Randolph, I think she truly wants to get to know her father. She has a very close bond with her mother and wants to know who her father is. And I believe as she gets older, she realizes that there are many opinions on life, and her father is very grounded, which I think is nice to be around, and she feels comfortable with him. She breaks up with her boyfriend at the start of the series because of something her father said, and then in this most recent episode, he kind of becomes upset about what she's doing with her boyfriend again. Do you think she'll be able to stick with this more conservative dad thing for long? She definitely respects her father, and I believe it is natural for a father figure to be protective as a child grows and discovers who they are and where their boundaries are. And I believe she enjoys it, even if she struggles against it. It's just their dynamic. But, despite her outward denial, I believe she hears him. Yes, she does. Cooper and Tommy are really similar. So, why does Ainsley despise Cooper so much? I'm not fully sure yet. That was a note that both Jacob Laughlin and I received, which is amusing given how well we get along in real life. He's become one of my best buddies. But our characters, I believe, represent a really extreme sibling connection. I'm not fully sure yet. That was a note that both Jacob Laughlin and I received, which is amusing given how well we get along in real life. He's become one of my best buddies. But our characters, I believe, represent a really extreme sibling connection. In this recent episode, we learned that Victor was willing to pay child support for Ainsley. How does she feel about him? I have my own theories after developing the character of Ainsley and reading episode 7. But I believe we will find out more about this as the series progresses. Do you think she's glad Angela and Tommy are attempting to work things out? Absolutely. Those are the two people she loves the most in the world, and seeing two people she loves and cares about be together is one of her wildest fantasies come true, and I don't believe she ever imagined it was possible. So, is she optimistic that all will work out? She has a really positive outlook on life, and I believe she would push both of them to stay and be together since it makes her the happiest. What does it say about Ainsley and Angela's relationship that their idea of a fun day was to go to the elderly folks' home and give them a makeover? They just enjoy making people feel good. And I adore that plot because it gives everyone, particularly Angela, a sense of purpose. They find themselves in Midland. It's an entirely different way of life than living in Aledo like they did. And so for them to come to Midland and find something other than shopping or whatever you'd expect them to be doing, perhaps going to the country club and drinking too many margaritas, I think adds humanity to both of them. Thank you for watching.